Better to be very good teachers. What is more important is that you should have good knowledge of the subject. You have everything. Your dress sense is good. You are disciplined. Everything is good with you. If you do not have the knowledge of the topic which you have to deal in the classroom, then all other things does not matter. So you should have command over the subject. And when you will have the command over the subject, when you study more and more, don't confine yourself, don't limit yourself to the textbook knowledge, add something more to it so that you can make your class more interesting. I have seen this. If you teach what is there in the textbook, most of the students, if they are brilliant, they will understand by themselves. So they will lose the interest in the class. This happens in many classes. The students are very bright. If they are very brilliant, they will not listen to the teacher because they already read it. So in such cases, what that helps is the extra knowledge what you give. One example I will give to make you understand. Think that you are explaining about the brain, and it is there in the textbook, the topic. Because I am a science teacher, I am taking this example. Any subject you can take and have this. So you are taking the class about the brain, human brain. And you just tell all these things which are written in the textbook that human brain is divided into three parts. Forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain, cerebellum, medulla oblongata, all these things you will tell. And it's already there in the textbook. So a boy who has already read it, he may not take interest in your class. So how to attract these children now? What is that they have to tell? What is that you have to tell to these students is something which is not there in the textbook. To to make them get interested in your class, what is that you have to tell? What is that you have to do? They have to tell something extra which is not there in class. I will just give an example to make you understand that how we can make our class very interesting. So you have to ask one simple question. My students, will you please tell me what is the weight of a human brain? They have seen the brains of goat, sheep, and all. They will tell 200 grams, 300 grams. You keep asking to every child how much you say, how much you say. So they create interest in them. And every child will tell some different weight. A boy will tell 200 grams, 300 grams, 400 grams. And finally, when you tell the actual weight of the brain of a human body, they will get surprised. It is 1.4 kg, nearly 1.5 kg. A human brain weighs 1.5 kg, 1.500 grams. 1.5 kg का वजन होता है human brain का. And another question, now the students will get interested in the class. Oh, something extra they are getting. And this arises interest in the student. So whatever you teach, don't confine yourself to the textbook. Add some more things. Let them to make your class very interesting. After that, you can put another question. You have to develop these questions on your own. You will not find these questions in the textbook because what they do questions at the end of the lesson is what is written there in the textbook. Based on that, they will have the question. You have to get extra knowledge. You have to search. You have to read more and more. And you have to come with these questions to the students to make your class very interesting. After that, you have to tell that at what age a person, a human being will get the brain of 1.4 kg. So the students will tell when the boy grows up, when he becomes 16-year-old, 17-year-old, all these things he keep on telling. Then again, you can surprise them by saying that at the age of 6 years, the boy will have the full weight of the brain, 1.4 kg, that remains till his death. There will be no reduction in the weight and no addition of the weight after that. Intelligence improves because of the experiences, but the weight will not change after 6 years. It will remain constant till he dies. So such extra things, when you say, it creates interest in the class. And there is no stoppage in learning. You have to start learning and that learning will never end. I would like to quote Aristotle. What a great person he was, and what is that he told to his disciples, to his students. So, you know Aristotle, uh, master of Alexander the Great. So, when Aristotle was on his deathbed, Aristotle, you know that he's a great man of his time. He was a scholar, he was a scientist, he was a biologist. Many things in him he had. And many students used to come to learn from him, to gain knowledge from him. And when he was on his deathbed, some of his students came to him and asked that, "Sir, we want to put one question to you. Uh, do you have any repentance in your life? Do you have any repentance? आपकी जिंदगी में कोई अफसोस है? Do you have any repentance in your life?" See the answer given by Aristotle, that we had to remember forever. And he told that only one repentance I have in my life, and that is I am leaving this world without learning much. मैं बहुत कुछ सीखे बगैर, ज्यादा सीखे बगैर इस दुनिया से जा रहा. Did you understand? So learning never ends. Learning never ends. So we have to keep on adding knowledge day by day, day by day, day by day. And when we have good knowledge of the subject, then you can be a very good teacher. This is very important. All other things come after this. So you must have command of the knowledge and never enter the class without preparing.